welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing is Space NK gift with purchase. This is a makeup gift with purchase. It's called the Everyday Makeup Edit and I had to spend £75 on makeup and it is worth over £120. Can you tell I'm like trying to remember this in my head? So I bought, how many products did I buy? 3 products, which I'm going to show you to get the gift, if you like. So the gift is free, but obviously it has a minimum spend. So I know we've talked about this so many times before. The edits aren't really what they used to be years ago, but I think that's true of all of the beauty retailers now that offer gift with purchases. They're generally not as good as they used to be. I've made my peace with it and now I just look at the edits and if I like it, I go for it. If I don't, I don't. You've got to make your choices, haven't you? So we will have a look at some of the products. We'll look at all the products in the edit and we'll try some products out and we'll see what we think. So one of the things I did want to pick up and was an easy kind of choice to get the gift goodie bag thing is this new launch from Milk Makeup. Look how reflective that is. So this is the Hydro Grip Gel Tint. It is 35ml or 1 fluid ounce and I got shade number 2. Which I think was a mistake. I think it's a little bit too light for me. I don't know why, but just lately when I've been choosing like skin tints, foundations, BB creams, I seem to be going for like the lighter shades, and because I've always had a really light skin tone, but I don't know, there must be lighter skin tones than me because some of these seem a little bit too light. But anyway, I digress. This is a vegan, cruelty-free product because it is Milk Makeup and I'm pretty sure all of their products are. And yeah, it is a skin tint. So it comes in packaging like this. It's got like a little nozzle on it and I don't think you need much. It's quite buildable. So I'll insert a video here of me applying this to my face. I apply it to half my face and then the other half. So when I first started going in with it, I kind of didn't put much on because I sort of thought less is more. But then for some reason, when I went onto the left side of my face, I kind of splurged loads. And one thing that surprised me about this product, and you know, this is only in my opinion, but I actually think it applies better with fingers than it does brush. And I've always been one who, for most products, foundation, BB, whatever, skin tints, for me, they usually apply better with a brush. So it surprised me that this one didn't. They say it has 12-hour wear, which is quite the claim. We'll see how that works out. I did set it as well with the Hydro Mist that Milk Makeup do, part of the same range, because they do say that that obviously helps with the 12-hour thing. So it'd be interesting to see if it would do 12 hours on its own or whether it needs the mist. I don't know, I'd have to play around and see. But yeah, what do we think of this colour on my face? I have now gone in with blush, which is from the little goodie bag thing, and I've got a separate video of that, but I've got that blush on, which we'll get to, and I've also put on a bit of concealer, a bit of powder, I've sprayed it, I've tried to add the slightest hint of bronzer, even though I'm not normally a bronzer person, just to kind of give it a little bit of warmth, because I do potentially think it's a little bit too pale on me. I'm actually debating going into the Space NK store because you can exchange opened products with Space NK apparently. I've never actually done it. In all the years of shopping with them, I've never done this. But it does say on the website you can exchange within 28 days of opening a product and trying it. You can exchange it for another product. So I shouldn't have an issue with exchanging it for a different shade. We will see. We'll see what happens with that. I'm just still on the fence about whether this was the right shade. This is where I probably should have gone in store, but I bought it online because it wasn't available in store and because I wanted to get the goodie bag. That was a lot of words. I apologise. Back to the video. It does feel okay on the skin. It does cover and it just seems to be buildable. And I don't feel like I've got anything on, so it's not heavy or anything. Another thing I picked up is this, which is a total favourite of mine. It's from Erborian and it's their BB Cream Au Ginseng. And this one is in the shade Claire. So this is a smaller version of it. It's the 15ml, which is kind of like a travel size. Now I do have a full size here on the go already, but I've really been enjoying it and I've been using it all the time. And I just thought actually for holidays and stuff, a smaller one would be handy. And I need just to spend a certain amount to get the gift. So that's what I did. I will show you what this is like, just in case you are in any way interested. It is SPF 20 and it's makeup, care, face cream, baby skin effect. And this is what it looks like. So again, it's got that little bit of coverage and it's got the SPF 20. So it kind of hopefully looks when it's on your face. I mean, obviously I've not prepped the back of my hand properly, but it looks like you're not wearing a load of makeup, which is my preferred day-to-day look. I don't want to look like I've got layers of makeup on. In most of my videos recently, I have been wearing this from Erborian, and I really like it, so yes. I will go through kind of prices of what I bought in a second. I'm using my phone as like a screen for the camera I'm using, so I'm kind of, that's why I'm like having to try and remember stuff, whereas normally I have it in front of me. Maybe I need a different setup. The other thing I bought was this from Milk Makeup. This came, if you watch my video of the Valentine's Day edit I bought from Space NK, it came with one of these cooling water jelly tints, which I know have been like the thing for a while, probably not anymore. I'm probably very late to this trend. And I never thought that these were really for me. I kind of thought that they were for, I don't know, like younger people, I guess, but the one I got in the Valentine's edit I really liked, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to get another one. Now, top tip on this one of you guys told me this. When I first got the one in the other edit and I first applied it, I just applied it from the little thing and straight onto my skin. And actually somebody said to me, it's much better to kind of apply it from that with a brush, and you were right. Whoever you were totally right. Anyway, this one is in the shade Chill. And this is what it looks like. It's quite a light kind of colour, but my goodness does it stain. And I actually really like these on the lips. They do sort of cling if you've got any dry bits on your lips, but as like a lip stain, they are very, very good. They will of course be linked in the description box if you do want to check them out in any more detail. Okay, so I also selected some samples. I've said before with Space NK, one thing I really like about them is even if you get in the goodie bag, you still get to choose samples, which is not true of all retailers. Cult Beauty. So these are the ones I chose. I love having new samples and new things to try, and I'm absolutely that person. If I love it, I will probably go back and buy it. Anyway, so I chose these from Rhodial. These are their SPF 50 sun drops. And I also chose the Chantecaille Bamboo and Hibiscus Exfoliating Cream. Chantecaille do some lovely products. They're just like crazy expensive, so I enjoy them when I can. Anyway, let's have a look what's in the goodie bag. It is just in a little box like this. It says Space NK on it. I've broken into it to film the blush that I put on. So there are some full sizes in here, which I kind of found surprising. I probably shouldn't, but like we're at the point with goodie bags now where that isn't like a guarantee. So the first thing I want to show you, I want to put on, so that's why we're going to show you this first. It is the Lisa Eldridge lip gloss, and it's in the shade Sorcery. 4.5ml or 0.15 fluid ounce, and it's a full size. It's not a shade I would usually choose, but we're going to be brave and we're going to try it. This is what it looks like. It's got like a doe foot applicator. Ooh, it really is like a kind of brownie colour. It's kind of sheer on the lips though, so it's not quite as scary as I thought. It's definitely not a shade I would usually choose, which in a way is a good thing because I don't already have a shade like this, so I'm doing something different. I don't know how or whether this suits me. I actually think it's pulling through on camera as much darker and more pigmented than it actually is in real life. But as per usual, I'm not going to know for sure until I watch this back, and then who knows. That's a full size and it retails for £20. The next thing I want to show you is from Glossier, and it's the Cloud Gel Paint Cream Blush. This is a 10ml full size in the shade Spark, and this one retails for £22. Incidentally, I did post on both Instagram and YouTube when the gift became available, and it did sell out before the date that they said it was gonna like stop being sold. So I do that just to try and keep you guys in the loop if you are interested, because I know that by the time the video goes up, it's probably not available anymore. So do consider following me on both with notifications turned on if you want those notifications. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's in the shade Spark. This is so pigmented. You'll see in the video that I insert now how like one little dot is enough. I like to use the IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection No. 7 brush for blush and stuff. It's actually for foundation, but I find it works really well for blush. Look at this. Let me make a pig's ear out of this as well. I said that to my son the other day. Pig's ear is like, what? I was like, yes, it's an expression. It's like, that makes no sense. I often hear that now. I never thought I would be somebody who would like a red blush, but actually, I like it. I like it. So that one is the shade Spark by Glossier. It's super, super pigmented, which I think is really good. Then from Westman Atelier, we get one of their Petite Lit Up highlight sticks in the shade Nectar. We have had this before. I have got this somewhere. So I'm going to insert a swatch because I don't want all these half-used makeup products hanging around the house because it's just wasteful. So yes, we've definitely had this before. It is a travel size that retails for £24 if you can get it in stock, because quite often, for some reason, the little ones seem to sell out, the little ones of these. So yep. So that, again, is a travel size, which is good. Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara is in a 3g size, which is a travel size, and this one is £14 in this size. The shade is After Midnight, which is basically black. Ilia are a nice brand if you've got quite sensitive eyes. It's quite a kind of gentle makeup brand. Obviously different things work for different people, but I find them to be one of the kind of gentler ones. Okay, so I think everything else in here now is pretty much sample sized. I've just realised that we get this from Milk Makeup, which is their Hydro Grip Primer. Probably should have used this under their new Hydro Grip gel tint thing that I just used. Because I was thinking to myself, I've got the after spray, but I haven't got the primer at the moment. But actually, no, you have, Crystal. It's in this box, in this like little size. Honestly, when will I learn? This is what it looks like. It is in a 4mm size, but again, a good travel size option. I do love having lots of minis to select for travel. I do think it's nice for that than having to sort of decant everything. And of course, the main thing is getting to choose and getting to use new products you haven't tried before. Not that that's one of them, but you know. So this one is the 4mm size. A full size would be 45mm for £35, making this worth £3.11 price per mil. We then get a moisturiser from IT Cosmetics, the one that we always get. This sells out quite a lot, this product, by the way, online as well. So this is Confidence in a Cream in a 7mm size. A full size is 60ml for £45, making this worth £5.25 price per mil. We get a blush from NARS. This is the Orgasm blush, of course. What else would they give us? In a 2.5g size. So it's one of the bigger sample sizes. So a full size of this is 4.8g for £34, making this one worth £17.71. So it's got quite a high value for a kind of sample. They do a smaller one, which I think is 1.2g, that doesn't have a mirror in the lid and is like really small. I mean, this looks to be quite small as well. It might not have a mirror in the lid either, but it is at least a bit more product. Well, like double the amount of product of the other one, I guess. Oh yeah, again, no mirror, just a little square of blush. From Anastasia Beverly Hills, we get the little brow gel in a 1.5mm size, which is worth £10. Oh, this is actually a mini. You can buy it in this size on certain websites. Again, it's super, super tiny, but how handy. If you're really trying to travel light or you want like a tiny kit for your makeup bag, this would be quite the option. It is quite tiny, just to give you an idea of size there. It is rather small. We get another mascara from Hourglass. This is the Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara in the 2.7g size, which is quite small. A full size would be 10g for £32, making this worth £8.62. We have had the travel size of this in previous goodie bags, and this is, like I said, the kind of smaller version. So you do have to check your sizes, because sometimes if you didn't, you would be expecting one size, and then it gets here and you're like, oh, that was smaller than I expected. We also get this from Laura Mercier, which came in another goodie bag recently. I can't remember which one it was, but this one is from their kind of new, I think it's like a newer product, the Tinted Moisturiser Bronzer. And you get this in the shade 03 Sunbeam, which is probably darker than I'd use for myself. But like I said, I'm not really a bronzer person anyway, particularly. Never feel like I'm doing it right. So a full size of this is 15ml for £28.50, making this size worth £5.70 price per ml. And the final product is another primer. This is from Rare Beauty and it's the Always an Optimist primer. This is the Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer in a 5ml size. Full size is 28ml for £27, making this one worth £4.82. So I've worked out, based on my calculations, price per ml, if you can't buy it in the size we get in the goodie bag, that the goodie bag is worth £135.23, and they've said 120 plus, so it's actually over their estimate, which doesn't always happen. So I'm counting that as a win. So let's recap what we have in here and just kind of see what type of products they chose to include. So in this goodie bag, we got 2 primers. We got the Milk Makeup one and the Rare Beauty one. 2 mascaras from Hourglass and from Ilia. A bronzer thing from Laura Mercier. A brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The NARS blush. The IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. The Westman Atelier Petite Lit Up Highlight Stick in Petal. The Lisa Eldridge Lip Gloss in full size Sorcery, and the Glossier Cloud Paint in full size Spark, which, like I said, I like the full sizes. So let me know in the comments what you think of this goodie bag. Did you pick it up, or is this not your thing? That's fine. Pick the one that's best for you. So I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. Like I said, there'll be links and also discount codes in the description box if you want to check them out. Some of the links are affiliated, which means if you do make a purchase using one of the links, I may get a small commission for referring you, which really helps to support the channel, and I do really appreciate all of your support. So I'd love it if you give the video a thumbs up, let me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.